my role is just going to expand dramatically. A lot of things is going to happen, whereas me and Seneca and Jake, we're going to be all rotating and, hopping in and out of there. It's a lot, we add a lot of diversity to our offense this year.
How fun is that?
It's going to be a lot of fun, moving around, staying in the offense. Special teams did give me the opportunity, and now I'm taking full advantage of it.
Josh, talk about your work in the offseason to work on the fundamentals of being a receiver. Notice out there how you were using your body more to shield yourself from the DBs and that. Just talk about that work that you put in there.
It comes with experience, and work ethic. Just having the guys out here that's dedicated, throughout OTAs and, that show up and that'll give you good looks. We're all out here competing, and we have, a lot of competition out here. You get better.
Cleveland's kind of looking for a hero now. Are you ready to fill the void?
Not me by myself, but the team. The Cleveland Browns as a team. And the city itself. The fans as well. How hard they cheer for us. How diehard they are. No matter what the conditions are, they're out in numbers. And just supporting us. That's the city. Not just me, not just the team.
I presume you felt that when you're out and about around here, right?
Definitely. I just love Cleveland because majority because of the people.
Don't you want to be on the side of that building then?
No, I just feel like, it represents more than one person. The city and all this has to offer is more than, just one person. It should just be a crowd of people and faces, that represent this great town.
Josh, have you talked to your teammates about the offseason, the bad Cleveland sports offseason, the town is saying? How cognizant are you guys that this town is starving for a win?
Everyone is aware, not just, it always been like that. We came in this season knowing, we have to win, knowing we want to pick up where we left off at. So it's not necessarily what took place that's going to make us, work even harder. But we're already starving for wins as a team by itself. Not, worrying about everything that happened, in the off season. We want to win by ourselves.
Are you confident that you can fill that void?
We can fill the void. Winning cures everything. We start winning games. We pull this thing together. They won't remember what happened this summer.
Do you notice any kind of a difference in Coach Mangini at all this year, or?
No big differences. Same old coach, same hard-nosed coach. He gets the job done. We ready to play football.
Has anyone, including yourself, ever told you king?
Yes, I've been hearing a lot of that, and I just, I admire it, and I feel like, I feel like I'm on the right path to be called that, but I just keep, turning it down and just, empowering everyone else, not just me, and letting them know that I stand for what they believe in, not just to me by myself, but the team.
Were you shocked by the way that whole thing went down, considering that, you'd give anything to play here?
I was shocked, but at the same time, I have my own personal beliefs and what this city has to offer, and I can only speak for me, and I love this town, and I've adopted it as my own.
Could you talk a little bit about the quarterback situation?
Great quarterbacks. No really situation there. It's a lot of competition. Jake being the vet that he is, and Seneca and Colt and Ratty, they all going to compete at the job, and the coach is going to put the best one back there on game day.
Josh, when you saw that Photoshop picture for the first time, what was your
I was just admired. I was flattered, and I was honored. I felt like I wanted to play even better. Personally, I set my personal goals even higher for myself when I seen that, and and then after that, after I calmed down off of that, I realized, it's bigger than me. The city is bigger than one man, and the fans have proved that.